Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Are you tired of feeling stuck in your English learning journey? Do you know a lot of grammar rules and vocabulary, but when it's time to speak, your mind just goes blank? You're not alone. This is a super common problem. But the good news is, there's a solution. It's not about studying harder. It's about training your brain differently. Today, I'm going to share a powerful and fun method to train your brain to think in English, so you can speak fluently and confidently. We're talking about a game changer. Graded readers. So, what's the big secret? It's all about creating an English environment for your brain. Think about how you learned your first language. You were surrounded by it, right? You heard it, you saw it, and you started thinking in it naturally. We need to replicate that experience for English. But how can you do that if you don't live in an English-speaking country? The answer is massive, comprehensible input. That sounds complicated, but it just means consuming a lot of English that you can understand. And the best tool for this, especially for speaking, is graded readers. Now, you might be thinking, books. How is reading going to help me speak? That's a great question. The magic of graded readers is that they are specifically designed for your level. They use controlled vocabulary and grammar, so you're not constantly stopping to look up words in a dictionary. This allows you to read smoothly and enjoy the story. When you read a lot at a level you understand, something amazing happens. Your brain starts to absorb sentence structures, vocabulary, and natural phrasing without you even trying. You're not memorizing rules. You're acquiring the language, just like a child does. Let me break down how this process directly trains your brain for speaking. First, it builds a strong foundation. When you read a graded reader, you see words used in context over and over again. This repetition is key. Your brain starts to make connections automatically. You'll see the word instead used in 10 different sentences. And soon, you won't have to think about how to use it. It'll just pop into your head when you're speaking. You're building a mental library of correct, natural English sentences that you can pull from. Second, it helps you start thinking in English. This is the ultimate goal, right? When you're lost in a good story, you stop translating in your head. You're not thinking in your native language and then trying to convert it to English. You're processing the story directly in English. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes. Eventually, this thinking in English mode will carry over from your reading time into your daily life. You'll start having small thoughts in English, like, oh, I need to buy milk, or that's a beautiful sunset. This is a huge milestone. So, how do you actually start using graded readers effectively? The first step is to find your level. This is crucial. A book is at your level if you can understand about 98% of the words without a dictionary. You should only have to look up 1 or 2 words per page. At most, if it's more than that, the book is too hard and you'll get frustrated. If you understand everything, it might be too easy. The goal is comfortable reading. Many publishers, like Oxford, Cambridge, and Penguin, have online placement tests you can take to find your starting point. Once you know your level, find books that genuinely interest you. This is supposed to be fun. Whether you like romance, thrillers, sci-fi, or nonfiction, there's a graded reader out there for you. The more you enjoy the story, the more you'll want to read, and the faster you'll learn. Aim to read a little bit every single day. Consistency is more important than intensity. Even 15 to 20 minutes a day will make a massive difference over time. Try to build a habit, maybe read before bed or during your commute. Now, let's add a speaking component to this training. This is where we supercharge the method. After you read a chapter, put the book down and try to summarize what you just read out loud. Don't worry about making mistakes or speaking perfectly. Just you can say something like, okay, so in this chapter, the main character, Sarah, went to London. She was looking for her long-lost brother. She met a mysterious man at the train station, ... Just retell the story in your own words. You're using the vocabulary and sentence structures you just absorbed. To take it a step further, try to connect with the story. Ask yourself questions out loud. What would I do if I were Sarah? Would I trust that mysterious man? I think he seems a bit suspicious, bellowing these. You're moving from simply repeating information to expressing your own opinions and thoughts in English. This is active recall, and it's incredibly powerful for moving language from your passive knowledge into your active speaking ability. You're essentially having a conversation with yourself, which is fantastic practice with zero pressure. Let's talk about building confidence. A huge reason people can't speak is fear. Fear of making mistakes. Fear of being judged. Graded readers help you dismantle this fear. Because you're consuming so much correct English, your internal sense of what sounds right gets stronger. You start to trust your instincts more. The summarizing and self-talk exercises build fluency in a safe, private space. When you do eventually have a real conversation, you'll feel more prepared. You've already practiced forming sentences and expressing ideas. Your brain is warmed up and ready to go. Here's a sample routine you can follow. Day 1. Read a chapter of your graded reader. While reading, just enjoy the story. Don't stress. Day 2. Reread the same chapter, but this time, maybe highlight a few new phrases you like. Then, close the book and summarize the chapter out loud for 2 to 3 minutes. Day 3. Move on to the next chapter and repeat the process. Once a week, try to give a longer summary of everything you've read so far. You'll be amazed at how much easier it gets each time. This method is about playing the long game. You won't become fluent overnight, but you will see steady, undeniable progress. It's about building a solid, sustainable habit that trains your brain day by day. You're not just cramming for a test. You're fundamentally changing how your brain processes the English language. You're building the neural pathways for fluency. And the best part, you get to read a lot of fun stories along the way. It's one of the most enjoyable and effective ways to learn. So, to recap, train your brain for English fluency by creating an immersion environment with massive, comprehensible input. Your number 1 tool for this is graded readers. Find your correct level, choose books you love, and read every single day. Supercharge your learning by summarizing chapters out loud and asking yourself questions about the story. This practice will build your vocabulary, internalize grammar, help you think in English, and boost your speaking confidence. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to speak. Start training your brain today. Go find your first graded reader and dive in. You have the power to transform your English speaking ability. It's not about magic. It's about a smart and consistent training method. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more tips on how to learn English effectively. Let me know in the comments if you've ever used graded readers or if you're going to try them out. I'd love to hear about your experience. Keep practicing, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.